Hey everybody, it's Suscovich. I'm coming back on YouTube with some quick cell phone videos just to walk you through kind of some of my day-to-day operations, what I've been doing, what farm marketing solutions I'm implementing here at our farm brewery, Kent Falls Brewing in Western Connecticut. And yeah, simple, quick edits, just something to give you a tip, a little piece of advice, or just a moment of zen here out on the farm in 2021. So our tasting room has been closed for over a year due to the pandemic, and we're getting ready to open back up, and that has been consuming much of my time in addition to several other projects, which you're about to see. But we're gonna walk through today just on the outside without going inside. There's our pond, and we're gonna walk up this driveway behind me, and I will show you my workshop outside the tasting room, and then how far away that is from my livestock and some of the projects that I'm dealing with over the next month. As I produce these videos throughout the summer, you'll get snippets and farm tours and just see the everyday life of a farm brewery owner, you know, reality YouTube TV. Anyways, let's get on the other side of the camera. So we're going to start off this video walking tour with the pond that's across the street from our farm. It was a dream of mine to always live near water. I find it to be peaceful, comforting, and just amazing. We have a lot of birds and wildlife, and sun rises in the east over here with the Cozy Inn bed and breakfast as part of the farm. And our farm is right across the street, nice quiet street. There's a dog. So let's continue on up the driveway and start at the workshop where today's projects are going to take place. So as we stop here, we're right outside the tasting room. This giant crate is part of my to-do list, and opening the tasting room is the other part of my to-do list. The giant crate is 1/3 of our new canning line. We got our own canning line so that we're not reliant upon anybody else to package our beer. We could all do it in-house, and I have to uncrate that and figure out how to set it up. Outside the tasting room, we have these spent barrels from aging beer and creating all kind of fantastic farmhouse wonders. Those are turning into these tables that I've been creating so that we have distance, outdoor space. We're just open for tastings, we don't have food. So I've been segmenting our little counter that I built a couple years ago. We got some picnic tables. It's just beautiful, idyllic. Is that a word? Idyllic? Idyllic. And then we get down to the back patio, and I run my broilers, turkeys, goats through this main pasture. Because this was an old dairy barn, my best grass is right here because the cows would come and go. And that is the main strip that you'll see broiler and turkey videos in this year, headed towards the back of the farm. So we've been setting up the outside of the tasting room just to make it more agreeable with pandemic level reopening structure. Now let's scoot on the other side of the brewery and I'll show you the other giant plywood box that our canning line is currently sitting in, and the new infrastructure that we put in place to house said canning line. So there's the other giant crate that we got a tarp on because we were finishing up construction with our new addition onto the brewery. Inside this room, we had to redo the floor. We built a pole barn style box, and this is gonna house the canning line. So like I said, we're able to package our own beer. With distribution channels being all kinds of messed up with the pandemic, the timeline has been difficult to, get the lumber lined up, the roofing. Our garage door is now a tarp because the garage door is on back order. And that has all been logistical hurdles that affect, cascade out through all my timelines. So we're gonna be unboxing that probably tomorrow and installing it in this room. This is the hopper where the spent brewer's grain goes out. We wheel this inside empty the grain from the brew system into that hopper, and then I put it on the back of the tractor. I can stab it with the forks right there, and then go and dump it out back for compost, for animal feed, and for just creating a big stinking pile of brewer's grain out in the back. Now to finish up our tour, I'm gonna walk you back to where the animals are right now in the hop yard. We'll go this way, why not? Oh, this way's past the ducks, so we'll go this way. Here we have our winter chicken and duck area. We took the chickens out, but we left the ducks in because they have this nice man-made pond. They are out there, let's see if I can zoom in. They're out there hanging out in the pond, having a good old time. We rotate that Suscovich chicken tractor around, but there's a whole duck video coming this week, so I don't need to talk about them, just showing you where they're at. We got our nice custom, very expensive door, and then our ferocious watchdog and cattle herding dog, Mr. Zip. I will stop here and point out all my piles of junk, because every farm has some piles of junk of stuff that they're sorting out on my spring to-do list, because this is my customer parking, and I have customers coming in a week and a half, so all these piles have to be sorted, made sense of, hidden away somewhere else, or disposed of in some manner. As we turn around, this was my winter pig area. My sow stayed in here over the winter and did not end up getting pregnant and having babies, so we got babies in from a new friend of mine, and they're amazing and wonderful. Pig video coming later this week. Subscribe, hit that like button, notifications, blah, blah, blah. And here's the goats rotating through one of our pasture fields. Used to be part hop yard, now just turning into grassland. The girls are gonna come over and say hello. As you can see, they have dandelions and all kind of forage and beautifulness, and just like, there's my shadow with a selfie stick. Hello goats. This is Ginger, and this is Oreo. And they are my friends. And then in the back there, we have egg layers, pigs, and then that back wood line is the front edge of our back, like 15 acres of woods. And that, my friends, is the farm. It's beautiful here. Let me go around to the brewery and we'll wrap this video up. So if we're keeping track, we added a new addition on. We're putting in a $200,000 canning line. We're opening our tasting room to the public. The farm is starting up. I still am a father and a husband, and on occasion a friend, because there's got to be some life outside of work. And so there's a lot to balance, and I just wanted to shoot some YouTube videos on the cell phone this year, just to kind of show you what's going on, give you an idea of a Connecticut farm brewery, one person's journey. I'm not saying that this is the way to farm. My scale of farming right now is pretty homestead style, but that's because I have my hands in so many other projects. But they're not forever. Once the canning line is in and that building is painted, it's all done and set, and I can write that off. Once we're open to the public, it's just into tweaking and iteration, but we have major projects happening, and it's a lot to handle. There's a lot going on. But you eat the elephant one bite at a time, you keep a smile on your face, you enjoy the sunshine while it's shining, and yeah. So stay tuned this week. I'm gonna walk through each operation, pigs, goats, layers, and ducks in their own videos. Broilers, I have broilers coming next week, so videos on that will be coming out in the future. I'm supposed to say subscribe and hit that like button, but really all I want from you is to have an awesome day, and I will talk to you soon. And until next time, I will see you out in the field.